Hi everyone, my name is Vasudha. Welcome to my channel. First of all, a Merry Christmas to you all. In this video, I will be sharing my prayer journal supplies with you, and I'll also share some of the books related to Bible for kids as well as for adults. So let's dive in. So, first and foremost is my prayer journal, which reads, Trust in the Lord with all your heart. And I do that all the time, whenever, especially, I am struggling with some difficult issue or a situation, and this gives me immense power. So I call my prayer journal actually as my testimonies to be, because I know, I fully believe that God is going to answer all my prayers and they will turn into my testimonies sooner or later, in God's timings, actually, as we say. So this is a prayer journal which I got from Amazon. It's more like a diary with some information in the beginning, like general information about world time zones and so on and so forth. I write my prayers in this journal, and I just try to write down my thoughts, whatever I'm struggling with, and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to obviously stick on one page. These are very personal prayers for me, and I truly believe that God is going to answer all of them. This journal I really like because it has different colored borders, and I write my prayers especially during night time, when I'm all by myself, when I'm alone, and just before bedtime, when I get a few minutes free time for myself. So that's when I pen down my prayers. Next, here I have a blank notebook which has believer written on it, as you can see, also ordered from Amazon. And here I just doodled a bit, scribbled a few things. These are again Bible verses, the ones which I really like and which give me immense strength and immense hope, and so many promises of the Lord which keep me going. So I just try to be a little creative sometimes. So this is another one. Then I have two notebooks actually, which also I got from Amazon. I'm going to share the links of all these products in the description box. And these I've got for my Bible study, whenever I want to read and make notes. So I've got these lined notebooks, and both of the cover pages remind us of the sacrifices the Lord has done for us. And this one particularly shows the Lord in such a kind image and as a shepherd, and how he keeps guiding us throughout our lives. So I really like these two covers. And this one also is a lined notebook. So I've not started using any of these as yet, but these are mainly for my Bible study purpose. So whenever I'm reading any book of Bible or any chapter or any verse and I want to meditate on them, then I'll be writing my thoughts and the meaning of those verses as I understand them, as God wants me to understand them. I'll be putting them in these notebooks. Then, if you have seen one of my previous videos in which I have shown my journal collection, in that you might have seen that I have this gratitude journal also, and I've not started fully using it, but just written 1 or 2 pages, I believe. So this is also something I will be using more often for penning down my thoughts of gratitude to the Lord and for his blessings, his unconditional love. And this is also part of my prayer journal supplies, or an extension of my prayer journal. And I also have two coffee mugs with me, which have very encouraging words from the Bible. And one of them says, His mercies are new every morning. It even mentions the book of the Bible and the exact verse from where it's taken. And this one says, My cup overflows with your blessings. So both of these are so beautiful verses from the Bible, and I use this one for my morning cup of tea. And as it says, His mercies are new every morning, so I like to have my tea here and remember God's blessings and thank Him for the blessings that are on the way. And I also believe that God is taking very good care of us, so I get very positive thoughts when I enjoy my tea in this mug. When I hold this mug in my hand, I get very powerful feelings, and this one I have gifted to my sister. Okay, now let's take a look at some of the Bible books which I use at home for my son and for myself. Now, this book my husband got actually from Free Store in Toronto. There's the concept of giving away or donating, things which people no longer use, and something which they would like to pass on without charging any money. So my husband got this one, and I'm so glad that somebody gave this away, because Kenneth Taylor's book, A Child's First Bible, is so beautiful. And again, it has such crisp stories for little kids. So when my son was little, I used to read these stories to him. The text is little and not too much, and the illustrations are so beautifully done, and so clearly they explain the meaning also of each and every story of the Bible. So my son, even when he grew up, until last year I would say, he was reading each and every story by himself, and he liked these illustrations. He's a very detail oriented fellow, so he observes each and every illustration and understands the meaning that is conveyed even through these pictures. So I would say Kenneth Taylor's book is extremely beautiful for explaining the stories of Bible, the meaning of these stories to the kids. The next one is actually a prayer book. Now this one is about 365 different kinds of prayers, and here children from any religion, trust me, can read these prayers. It is not specific only to the followers of Christ or only those who come from Christian faith, but trust me, there are so many different types of prayers which every child can read. So what I generally do is that I ask my son to pick a number. So let's say he says number 72, so then we would read 72 number prayer. Or if he wants to read something about, say, holidays, or if he wants to read something about seasons, if we want to give thanks to the Lord for day and for night, so we generally choose like that. We don't go one by one in chronological order. And there are so many beautiful themes on kindness, sharing, compassion, and how to overcome our weaknesses also. So I really think that anybody could read these kind of prayers, any child from any background. So this one also I got from Amazon, and again I'm going to share the link. It's so beautiful. Sometimes even I read these prayers, and it's a compilation of prayers from different children across the globe. So that's the beauty of this book, that it's actually compiled. Most of the prayers are compiled by kids themselves, so it also mentions their names and their ages, and it just also encourages your children, honestly, to believe in God and to also be kind and caring and loving. So that's another one which I use for my son. And the third one is 101 Bible stories. Now, because my son has already read Kenneth Taylor's book and he keeps listening to Bible stories from me, so he has a good amount of idea about the stories. He even watches many Bible stories on television, also short, crisp stories, and so he knows them, most of them by heart. So um, this one is an, I would say, upgrade version, because this has a little difficult words and this has very brief description of each and every story. So if your child has not read the Bible already, if they are not familiar with the stories of the Bible, then it's better that you start with a simpler version and then move on to this version. So the pictures also are beautifully designed, and there is one story on each page. So again, very interesting. I would say this would be for 7 to 8 years of kids, and the Kenneth Taylor book that I showed before would be for toddlers or up to 4, even 5 years of age. Kids can enjoy reading their Bible from there. Okay, now let's take a look at some of the books for the grown-ups which are related to understanding God and following the path which God has shown us. So yeah, these are some of the books. God is Near Us, The Saving Life of Christ, Jesus Among Other Gods. So my husband got these from the Toronto Free Store, and it was very thoughtful of him, and I have not read all of these. The Ravi Zakaria one is the one which I started reading, Jesus Among Other Gods, and unfortunately Ravi Zakaria passed away this year because of cancer, and he is with the Lord now in heaven. And I've heard many things about Ravi Zakaria, and I started reading this book, and again, very powerful words. His own life's testimony is something to learn from, and when you read these kind of books, it just increases your faith in God. It just kind of sends you in the right spiritual direction. So these are the books which are on my bedside always. So I haven't read all of them, but I do plan to read them, and just their mere presence gives me a lot of strength. And in addition, I will also share with you two very beautiful books related to Bible that I have studied in the last few months. One of them is called Keeping Place by Jen Pollock Michelle, and this book so beautifully explains what is the meaning of home, and it explains it in purely biblical ways. And I had never thought that how we can actually perceive or understand a place so close to us called home through biblical lens, and what the Bible has to say, what God has to say about home, housekeeping, and so on and so forth, is something which this book so beautifully deals with, and it just empowers you. It gives you a completely new perspective about home and family and what it means to belong to some place. And the other book is called The Book of Longings, and it's by Sue Monk Kidd. This book is, oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's a fiction book. It talks about fictional character that is Jesus's wife, and it so beautifully ropes in all the characters, important characters from the Bible. It does not touch, alter, change any chronology. It does not do any alteration to the story of the Bible. It just goes along the whole story of Bible, and yet it brings in a fictional character in between. So I think that's the beauty of this writer. I have never come across such a powerful and a risky, adventurous project, because as we all know, religion is very sensitive to all of us, and any alterations in our faith can probably offend some people. But trust me, when I read this book, I did not get offended even a single bit. Rather, the way in which the author has written this book actually made me believe that there was, in real, a wife of Jesus. So this was the power of her words, and the story runs as it is originally mentioned in the Bible. So no changes in the Bible, and yet something very beautiful and unique way of understanding Bible came out. And let me tell you, this is also in a way a feminist account of the characters in the Bible. So basically this book highlights mainly the female characters in the Bible or during the biblical times. So that's about it. I just forgot to mention that whatever I have shown in this video are my additional resources. The primary source is obviously the Bible, and I don't have my hard copy of Bible with me right now. Again, it's not here with me, so I use the online version. It's an app and it's called the Bible U version, and I have never seen an app like this. It has so many languages. You can choose the versions, and you can highlight the text. You can even listen to it. It has so many features. I strongly recommend this app if you want to read the Bible on your phone or any device. But I do also prefer to read Bible in my book and underline it and in my own copy, and also try to remember the important verses. And in addition, I also have a couple of other books which have Bible quotes for women or prayer journal and so on and so forth. And they are not with me right now, but I use them for inspiration, encouragement, and I also share those books with my friends. I have gifted them, and maybe if I get a chance to make another video like this, because I do have a lot of Christian books to read, and there are quite a few on my to-do list already. So maybe in the future, when I get a chance, I will share those books also with you. And if you also read books on Christian faith, whether they are fiction or non-fiction, or if you are also reading the Bible, then what is it that you really like about the Bible, what you have learned in your life? Maybe we can encourage each other like that. Then please share your suggestions and recommendations in the comment section below. So I hope you liked this video, and I hope that you took some inspiration for reading Bible and also sharing it with your children. And really, it's the power of God amongst all of us that keeps us going, and we must always be thankful to God for giving us so many blessings every single day. So thank you for watching, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any comments, please write them in the comment section below. Until next video, thank you and bye, and have a great Christmas. Bye bye.